Okay, so a question like this comes under the algebra section. Of the 4 sections, algebra is, in my opinion, the most fatiguing. Algebra ones are tough because in this thing, we're not solving the bagel problem. We're saying which of these equations or inequalities are we going to use to solve the thing. Now, what's good about that is that there are certain types of questions. And when we read this question, it falls into a category. And the category we're going to call this is a budget. A budget question is, I have a certain amount of time or money and I can't go over. I can spend all $10, but I can't spend $10 and 1 penny. I can spend $9.99. So that's how we have to look at it. So the story goes, a bagel with cream cheese costs $2.35. Saman wants to buy as many bagels as he can with $10. So we ask ourselves, can he spend 9? Yes. Can he spend 10? Yes. Can he spend 11? No. So that means when it comes to, this is how we get to a 50-50. These symbols, the alligator symbols, we see that 10 is all the last number. That's his budget. That's how much he has in his pocket. Okay. They all say the line underneath, which means equal to, which means all of this can equal 10. It can equal 10. You can spend all 10. The question is, can he spend 9? Yes. Can he spend 11? No. So then all we do to get to a 50-50 is say, okay, what if, he spends an imaginary $9, whatever they cost. Who cares what they cost? It's just not whatever $9 would be worth of bagels. Which way would the alligator face? The alligator would see that the 10 is higher because 11 doesn't work. We can't buy $11 worth of bagels because we don't have $11. We got 10. So just by figuring out this, we can come over here to our choices and get to a 50-50 and go, not you and not you. So we're immediately, we got to throw those completely away. All right. So this is a no math question. This is just speaking the language of math and all of its little weirdness. So a budget question can't go over the budget. So all we did was throw in, if it was $9, the alligator would face this way, and 9 is fine. 11 is no good. 10 is equal to, that's why there's that little line there. So now the question is, let me get rid of that one and that one. Here's a bagel. I'm going to call that a bagel. Each bagel costs $2.35. Oh, my 3's always look weird when I do that. So every time I add a bagel, one bagel, it would be 1 times $2.35. If I bought 2 bagels, how many times do I put a bagel in my cart? If I put them in 2 times, oops, that's 3. Multiplying makes way more sense than just saying that's the cost, and every time I add a bagel, I just add 1. No, every time I add a bagel, the cost is $2.35. So between the two, at least if we get to between the two, we can flip a coin and 50-50, but we can figure that out. Every time I buy a bagel, times is times. Each is a times word. Each time I buy a bagel, it costs me this, because this side is money and this side is money. So that's gotta equal out. So A is going to be our answer. How much real math did we do? Really nothing. So I'm gonna hit this right, and we can see the walkthrough down here. We see here there is no math. So on a budget question, just think it through. If the budget for throwing a party, somebody's got to plan a party, and man, that's a big party. They got all that money. And we have these things to deal with. Just put that on one side And all of them will have that little line, which means equal to. If they spend $1,000, cool. That's a heck of a party. I don't know, we love somebody that much. So the alligator would go that way. Can he spend $11,000? No. So that's not even a question. So once we get to that, we're at a 50-50, which is not a bad place to fight.